I think that's one of the cool things about this group and the women that we have in our professional circle, which is also, in my opinion, like a friend circle, is that every single one of us are willing to admit that we're awesome and we celebrate each other, but like, I don't have it together
Right.
as nearly, we don't have, and we also celebrate each other by telling each other that it looks like you got it together, like, because that imposter syndrome, we talk a lot about that. I'm going to go get the shoe. So talk amongst yourselves.
I think you're frozen right now, at least for me. So it looks like you're
Am I
there.
frozen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I back?
Nope.
No.
Oh, now you are.
Okay. But you can hear me.
Yes.
I got the shoe back. So
I mean, it's an example of all the things you juggle.
That's right.
Getting the shoe in the middle of your webinar, or
right.
running to get the sick kid, or dropping off the food for the potluck, or whatever. You're juggling all those things all the time, and it leads to looking like you really have it all together, but internally, that juggle and plate spinning that you're doing with every piece of your life is not always as perfect internally. There's more plates crashed in your head than what people see. That the sticks where they spin the plates.
The spinning.
That's what I always think about when I have a lot going on. So in my head, a lot more of them are crashing, but I talk to someone and they're like, "Oh, you're doing great. Everything's fine." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I know, of course, right? It sure is. It's great."
And I think we need that. We need to normalize. I think that's what women don't always do for each other, right? And I think we've all learned to do that. And I think that's one of the, especially as in leadership positions, there's that distance that we sometimes maintain, which we kind of, there needs to be in some ways, but also with each other, like recognizing and celebrating and just reminding each other that you are amazing, because we're